Hey, Clip Butler here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to write article schema inside of Rank Gear. We're not going to get into all of the nuances and all the things you can add and stuff. I'm going to show you a couple things you can add, some tools that you can leverage while writing your schema, etc. And at the end of it, you're essentially going to have a basic understanding of how this tool works to write your schema better. So let's get into it. All right, so this is the article schema, and the only reason I'm doing it first because it's the first one in the list, so why not knock it out, right? So with that, we're going to just select a type. I'm doing news article stuff right now, so I'm just going to pick news article for the case of it. And what you're going to do is actually plug in content in here as you go along. So let's do... let's go with SEO this week. What I'm going to do is create a template or beginning starting template for this. I'll do another one and I'll share it in the public's one that's all fleshed out, but I write my schema in a different way. So this will be just in these article schema, and you can use this and kind of go along the process with yourself. Ad ID, you really want to just think about what you're doing here, because you're going to title interlink these things with that. So article, there you go. Jeez, I'm going to just take consistent news article, and then my headline, okay, and then the description, I'm just going to get it out of the meta description, just kind of save myself some time here. All right, gotta get rid of that. Image URL. There is an image in there. Let's see if I can find it in the code. There it is. And that's my CDN URL, but that's fine. For the sake of this, you can do it. And then what is it? I think it's 720. That's a lie. I just made that up. It could be any size. Author type. This is good if you want to associate a person with content, right? So in my case, I wrote this. I'm going to be writing a lot about SEO stuff. So I'm going to do all of my author type. It's going to always be in there. And it's going to tie that in with my SEO stuff. So when you do a search for my name, and essentially this is what we're doing. You do a search for my name and you click on images, you see all these entities in here. Well, I write a lot of content about marketing, courses, and schema, and you can see my name is being associated with those things, right? I haven't done a whole lot of SEO for my name, whereas the actor Clip Butler has. So that's why he's, commanding the knowledge graph. I bet you if I could do it, if I joined the Screen Actors Guild and got myself IMDb, I bet you that I could pull that off and take over. But at the end of the day, it's really not worthwhile. I mean, there's 1,000 visitors a month searching for my name. According to that, I would argue that's a little bit overinflated, and then 50 for the SEO. So it could be 1,000 people are looking for this Clip Butler, or maybe even the Clip Butler guy that got busted messing around with Call of Duty. Who knows? So I don't want to get too off track there. Publisher, we're going to go with your site. If you have, this is kind of getting into teaching schema, but let's say you have a, in this case, SEO this week, right? So that I am the publisher, or my company is the publisher. So Digitalear LLC. And then I would actually go into digitalear.com and pull out the logo for that. So this is the company that is publishing this content. And you can do that across your site. So let's say you have an affiliate. Hold on, let me focus here. There you go. Let's say you have an affiliate, a whole bunch of sites for affiliate products, etc. You can actually put that in there as the publisher. Put your primary agency. Let's say you're also an agency and you do affiliate stuff, or you have a personal website. Just for you to tinker around with, like I have clintbutler.net, for example, and it's your personal website. You can put those in there as the publisher if you want to and kind of tie that in. So all you're doing at the end of the day is saying, this is the real person behind the article, and this is the real company that is publishing this piece of content, right? So it's pretty, that's essentially how that works and how it's thought through. So date modified, and you can put that in there, and then we can go in here and actually add some more stuff. So we can do, I want to do about same as, and mentions same as. I'll leave that there, and then you can see them right here. We're going to just drag them up here because this is a drop and drag interface. And then I'm going to go here and I'm going to open this plugin, and assuming that I don't have any drama, this should work. Let that run. I should have closed that. Come on, run. I'm going to open another window and see what's faster. So new topical relevance. Get topicalrelevance.com. I'll just log in and start here, and I'll just use soft 404. And I'm only doing this, I mean, obviously in a real situation, I would put a little bit more thought into this, but the topic is about soft 404, but really what I'm looking for is getting after this stuff here. And with this plugin, this Chrome extension that I tried to use is for the, it's topical relevance, but instead of pulling it from the search results like the website does, this Chrome extension actually pulls it directly from your page. And you can see, I think the API key got reset, so I have to take care of that. So, but what I want to get is these right here. And I haven't messed with this bulk import in a while. There's a kind of a thing you got to pay attention to getting. I want to confirm and stretch this out a little bit so I can see what's going on. Confirm, and there you go. It's all in there. Essentially, the version that I put in there versus what's in here is kind of just, it's deminified. So this version is minified and that one is not. And you could take care of that with other tools if you want to, if you're really stressed about it. I don't really worry about it. We're going to do mentions as well. And you see that's all blown out. Now it just filled in the blocks for us, and we didn't have to do that, which is good. Bulk import. There. Confirm. And it's gone and doing all this thing. And now you can see those are all in there. So that's pretty cool, right? And you can, how I use that drop and drag feature, you can do that with everything. So I'll do one more just to kind of show you. And let's go with disambiguated description. I like having that in there as well. And we're going to grab that, and I'm going to drag it all the way up here and put it underneath description. And now you can see it's not there yet, and then we can start typing into it. And let's just make a different version of this. So I'll go to Quillbot, and we'll paste it in there. And let's expand on it. Okay, come on, sign in. Let's expand on it and hit paraphrase. There you go. It's working. Product counts should not be important to Google for search. Google says, according to Google, yeah, consumers' pattern of conduct. There we go. That's interesting. And there you go. Now it's in there in the right place, exactly where we needed it. I could actually, technically, I can go in there and drop and drag into these others. So there's the main block and then sub blocks. I could grab these and move them into the sub blocks if I wanted to. That wouldn't be the right implementation for it, but I could do it, and then I could put them back. And you can do that with all the stuff that you're adding here as well. Pretty awesome. All right, so we got that, and we're all cool, and we're happy. We've done all our stuff. Let's visualize it. I'm going to skip the validating. I just want to go straight to visualizing it, and I want to see if it's telling the story that I think it should be telling. And sometimes this takes a little bit of time to pop up because it's got to analyze the data and create the graph. And there you go. So I have my abouts. I know these are about dimensions because we did them there. And this is the article itself and all that, the stuff that goes along with it. So this article is about, this article mentions, and all these terms are all right there. And then here's some other stuff about publishers and all that stuff that's related to it. But the two main drivers that tell machine learning what's going on, mentions and about. And we can visualize that now directly inside of the tool. Okay. You can actually share this now. Let's do it. Let's go basic news article template. And I'll make it public. That way everyone can use it. And I'll just click save. All right. And now if I wanted to, I can go load shared templates, article writing guide, cancel. It hasn't pushed over to the public one yet. And then there's a basic load. Load it up. And there you go. It's right there. If you want to do these, let's say you're sharing these, you create this cool one, make a blank copy first, or go in and add all of this stuff together and then do it that way versus... and that'll kind of save you from loading your stuff around. I mean, we're doing this for example. So, but there's share template. Let's do article writing guide. And we'll just load it. And you see it's got some stuff in it. If you don't want that to happen, put some dummy content in there. Just fill it out and get all the blanks, and then save it, and then send it off as public, and then you'll be just fine. Otherwise, if you just save it for yourself, it's just yours. So this is the basic news template. Let's do it like this and save. Validation. See, it's already been taken, so it won't let you undo it as yours, but you can load it, and you'll see public. If you accidentally save one of these as public, reach out to support, and we can delete your templates, and that'll save you any unnecessary drama if that's what you're looking to avoid. And then finally, let's just validate this. I'm going to send it to the validatorschema.org, and we're going to send it to the rich snippets testing tool as well. And I want to shoot. Actually, that's the wrong one. So I'm going to do this. Get rid of that. I got to load mine. There's mine. And now we'll validate. And now we'll test. So rich snippets, structured data testing tool. I always do this one first. I want to make sure I pass the qualifications and clearly I'm all set. And then I'll go into the rich snippets and test that to see if there's any, things that Google is looking for, Google wants that I may not have in here. Like here you go. They got a warning in there for out of stock products. Let's go warning, and it's missing author URL. Obviously, it's optional. I'd like to have that stuff in there, though, regardless if it's optional or not, because you never know when Google switches it to required, or it says, oh, don't worry about it, it's a warning, but you're still okay. I mean, you really want to take their word for it, so I'll go in and fix that stuff. as I make my schemas out. All right, so that's the article schema. I hope you get some use out of it. Again, I don't specifically write my schema that way, and there is trainings in whatranks.com on how I write schemas. These videos are not going to tell you exactly how to write schemas, but to show you how to get the most out of using rank gear. So then we'll get on with it tomorrow with the next video. Talk to you later.